It's Japan. It's Japan. After Saudi Arabia, आई थिंक ये वाला मैच था विच में जिसमें हमें हंच आ रहा था कि इस मैच के अंदर डेफिनेटली इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू बी इजी फॉर जर्मनी. Japan, if I compare, when I compare Saudi Arabia, Japan is a much stronger team, despite not being the Asian champions, which Qatar is. But the way Japan has been playing throughout last so many World Cups, I think ये उनका 7th consecutive World Cup है. Definitely, this was not a easy game for Germany. But if you look at the complete group, wherein Germany, Japan, Spain, and Costa Rica, so सबको ऐसा लग रहा था that on paper Germany and Spain के बीच में टसल होगा to go on top of the group and they both will qualify. But look what has happened. Japan, and this clearly shows what we have been emphasizing for so long. Football is a team sport. That is why World Cup is a different ball game altogether. You can't just be a Ronaldo or a Messi and just guide your team across certain competitions. This is not that tournament at all. Saudi Arabia showed that. Today's Japan also has showed that. As a unit, the way they actually string together, the cohesiveness of the squad, the way actually they played the entire game. First half, they were leading 1-0. Germany was leading 1-0. I'm not saying that they didn't play well enough to get that lead, but Japan, the way they were performing in the first half itself, it was not bad either. And second half, man, through at the end of the game, I think Germany coach would be quite disappointed. Germany manager would be very disappointed. I think 15 minutes, it was the first goal in the 75th minute from Japan, which was an equalizer. And then after a few minutes, 6 or 7 minutes post that, it was a second goal. And there was nothing so lucky about any of the goals. There was so no lucky about any of this performance. No luck involved in this result. So this has actually blown this group wide open, because we have had a kind of a series of certain games. If we talk about Morocco's game against today's game, Morocco versus Croatia, yesterday also we saw Denmark versus Tunisia. कहीं ना कहीं teams are reluctant to go full throttle in the first game whenever they feel that okay, they are not getting success. वो clear cut passes नहीं मिल रहे, वैसी वो प्रॉपर जेलिंग ऑफ द टीम नहीं हो रही, बिकॉज ऑफ ऑब्वियसली इट्स अ मिड सीजन वर्ल्ड कप, वैसा नहीं हो रहा. सो टीम्स आर जस्ट टेकिंग अ बिट ऑफ अ बैक स्टेप फर्स्ट गेम के अंदर, विच वी हैव सीन. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव हैड some drab to nil draws as well. But now with this result, Japan is right there in the mix, because Japan cannot be, and even before this group started, Japan was no pushover. And this was widely said, this was a statement made long back, that after what happened with Germany against South Korea in the last World Cup, no team they can take lightly. And I'm sure they didn't take lightly Japan either. But the way Japan performed today, I think this tournament is wide open right now, because nobody is giving enough thought to some teams like Japan, like Saudi Arabia. There would be some other surprises as well going down the tournament. Ghana could be a good contender as well for a surprise. They are facing Portugal. They can get battered as well, but Ghana is no pushover either. सो ये वाला गेम ने ये दिखा दिया है कि फुटबॉल एंड द ब्यूटी ऑफ फुटबॉल, द ब्यूटी ऑफ वर्ल्ड कप विच वी ऑलवेज टॉक अबाउट, this game has actually shown its real beauty. That Germany is again in a big battle with Spain along with Costa Rica. Don't count them out as well. They might be the weakest, but again, don't count them out. They will be in a big dogfight now. And trust me, if at all Spain versus Costa Rica's result doesn't go Spain's way, trust me, it's going to be a classic between Germany and Spain.